In English, every word in a sentence belongs to one of the parts of speech. These are the building blocks of grammar. Traditionally, there are 8 parts of speech: nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. However, some modern grammarians argue for 9 parts of speech, adding determiner, a word that introduces a noun, example, a, an, the, this, that. So whether it's 8 or 9 depends on whether you include determiners as a separate category or group them with adjectives. Both views are accepted. Now let's look at an example sentence. Wow, the tall man quickly ran through the busy park. And he smiled afterward. This sentence includes all parts of speech. Let's analyze each word to see where it belongs and why. Let's start with the first word. Wow. What part of speech do you think wow is? Take a moment and think. Wow is an interjection. Interjections are words or short phrases that express strong emotions or sudden feelings, such as surprise, excitement, or amazement. In this sentence, wow shows a reaction of amazement to what is happening. Now the second word, the. What about the? Where does it belong? The is an article, specifically a definite article. Articles like the, a, or an are used to specify nouns. The points to a particular man in this sentence, so it helps us know we are talking about one specific man, not just any man. We can keep the in the adjective or put it in a new category, determiner. Let's move to the next word. Tall. What part of speech is tall? Think about how it's describing something. If you said adjective, you are absolutely right. Tall is an adjective because it describes the man. Adjectives give us more information about nouns by describing qualities like size, color, or shape. Here, tall tells us how the man looks like. Next we have man. What do you think? Is this a noun, verb, or something else? Exactly, man is a noun. Nouns are words that name people, places, things, or ideas. In this case, the noun, man, tells us we are talking about a person. Nouns are essential for identifying the subject of a sentence. Now let's look at quickly. What part of speech do you think quickly belongs to? Yes. Quickly is an adverb. Adverbs describe how, when, where, or to what extent an action is performed. In this sentence, quickly tells us how the man ran. It modifies the verb ran by giving us more detail about the speed of the action. The next word is ran. What part of speech is ran? This should be an easy one. Exactly, ran is a verb. Verbs are action words and ran tells us the action the man is doing in this sentence. He is running. Let's talk about through. This one might be a little tricky. Where does through belong? Through is a preposition. Prepositions show the relationship between a noun and another word in the sentence, usually indicating location, time, or direction. In this case, through tells us where the man is running. He is running through the park. The next word is the. We have seen this word before. That is right. It is an article. Like before, the specifies a particular noun, this time park. Now let's talk about busy. What part of speech is busy? Think about how it's describing something. Correct. Busy is another adjective describing the noun park, giving us more details about it. The park isn't empty or calm. It is full of activity, which is why we call it busy. Let's move on to park. This should be familiar by now. What part of speech is park? Park is a noun because it names a place. Just like man, park is the thing being talked about in the sentence. Now, let's look at the next word. And. This is an important connecting word. And is a conjunction. Conjunctions connect words, phrases, or clauses. In this sentence, and links to actions. The man running and the man smiling. Conjunctions help sentences flow more smoothly by joining ideas together. Next word. He. He is a pronoun. Pronouns replace nouns in a sentence to avoid repetition. Instead of saying the man again, we use he to refer back to the man we already mentioned. Let's talk about smiled. What part of speech is smiled? Yes, smiled is a verb. It shows an action. The man smiled after running. Verbs are essential in every sentence because they tell us what the subject is doing. At the end, we have the word afterward. What do you think? What part of speech is afterward? Afterward is an adverb. It tells us when the man smiled and modifies the verb smiled. Adverbs often give us more information about when or how actions happen. That's it. Just a quick recap. Wow is an interjection that expresses surprise. The is an article that specifies the noun. We can keep it under adjective or put it into new category determiner. Tall and busy are adjectives describing nouns. Man and park are nouns. Quickly and afterward are adverbs modifying the verbs. Ran and smiled are verbs showing action. Through is a preposition that shows the location. And is a conjunction connecting ideas. He is a pronoun replacing a noun. Understanding parts of speech is like learning the grammar behind the language, and it helps you make better sentences. Let's take a new sentence. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Let's analyze each word to see where it belongs and why. Let's start with the first word. The. What do you think? What part of speech is the? The is a determiner, specifically an article. It refers to something specific. In this case, it tells us we are talking about a specific fox. You can categorize it as an adjective or put it into a new category determiner. Articles like the, a, or an always come before nouns. Now take a second and think. Where does quick belong in parts of speech? If you said adjective, you're absolutely right. Quick is adjective because it describes the noun fox. It tells us something about the fox. That it is fast. Adjectives are used to describe or modify nouns, giving us more information about them. Let's move to the word brown. Here's an easy one. What part of speech is brown? That's right. Brown is also an adjective because it gives us more information about the noun fox. It tells us what color the fox is. Next we have the word fox. Exactly. Fox is a noun. Nouns are words that name people, places, things, or ideas. In this case, fox names an animal. Let's look at the word jumps. This word shows action. So, what part of speech do you think it belongs to? Yes, it's a verb. Verbs are action words. And jumps tells us what the fox is doing. What about over? This one might be a bit tricky. Take a guess. What part of speech is over? If you guessed the preposition, you're right. Over is a preposition because it shows the relationship between the fox and the dog. Specifically, it tells us where the fox is jumping over the dog. Prepositions often indicate location or direction. Next is the again. That's right. It's an article again. Just like before, it is specifying the noun dog. The next word is lazy. What part of speech is lazy? Think about how it's describing something. It is an adjective. Lazy describes the dog, giving us more information about it. The dog is not energetic. It is lazy. Finally, we have the word dog. This one should be easy now. What part of speech is dog? Yes, dog is a noun because it names an animal, just like fox did earlier. Nouns are the essential building blocks of sentences because they tell us who or what we are talking about. Every word in our sentence plays a unique role, and now you know how to identify them. Knowing the parts of speech helps you become a stronger writer and communicator because you understand how words work together. Quick recap. The is an article that specifies the noun. We can categorize it as an adjective or put it in the new category determiner. Quick and brown are adjectives that describe the noun fox. Fox and dog are nouns. Jumps is the action word, so it is a verb. Over is a preposition showing the relationship between the fox and the dog. Lazy is an adjective describing the dog. Thank you for watching.